This video has been made for the sole purpose of educating a non-Muslim audience on one of the most widely acknowledged events in the world. I mean only to promote awareness and acceptance of cultures and practices that may differ from the viewer's personal life. The intention of this video is to be as respectful as possible, and whilst there are jokes throughout, at no point are these jokes intended to offend or mock Ramadan or the Muslims that recognise it. Also, I'd just like to apologise for the terrible, terrible pronunciation of Arabic words in this video. That's my bad. Ramadan, a Muslim festival that's celebrated by almost 1.8 billion people. It's one of the largest celebrated events in the entire planet. Now, Ramadan is the commemoration of the first revelation of the Quran, which is the Islamic holy book, to the Prophet Muhammad. And it's usually celebrated by Muslims not eating, drinking, smoking, having sex, or engaging in antisocial behaviours like swearing between the hours that the sun rises and the sun sets. Fasting is one of the 5 pillars of Islam and is done to increase taqwa. Now, taqwa is someone's godly consciousness, their general sense of spiritual purity and their goodness. So most Muslims feel that Ramadan brings them closer to God and a godly state of being. And because of this, any good deed that you do during Ramadan is considered to be worth a lot more, which brings us on to zakat, which is another pillar of Islam. It's to do with charity. Muslims are expected to give 2.5% of their yearly earnings to charity each year, and a lot of people who can afford to do it give the entirety of their zakat during the month of Ramadan. This is one of the reasons that Muslims are one of the most generous and consistent supporters of charity in the entire world. Usually Muslims pray 5 times a day during this time, once before the sunrise, once at noon, one at late afternoon, one just before the sun sets, and another right before bed. Again, this all goes to increasing their taqwa. At the end of the 30 days, or 29 days, depending on, moons and earth spinning things, they have Eid, which is the festival of breaking the fast. Basically, everyone just eats a lot and has a great old time. But not everyone fasts during Ramadan. If you're elderly, you have diabetes, a chronic illness, you're pregnant, breastfeeding, or on your period, you're exempt. Because, to be honest, could you imagine not only having females on their period, but having females on their period with low blood sugar? It's not a pleasant sight, I can assure you of that. So most Muslims fast for 11 to 16 hours, but in some polar regions this can exceed 22 hours. I have Muslim friends, and a lot of those people sat their exams during Ramadan. So any stress that I was going through with my A-levels or GCSEs, anything like that, must have been so much harder for them because they weren't eating or drinking during those hours either. And so I thought, hey, they're doing it to empathise with people in poverty. Why can't I do it to better understand what they went through and what they go through for the whole month of Ramadan? Now, in predominantly Muslim countries, it's illegal to work more than 6 hours during the month of Ramadan. But obviously, a lot of Muslims are in Western countries that don't have a Muslim majority, and so they just continue as usual, which is kind of amazing if you think about it. Because to be honest, if I miss breakfast, I can't function. So, fair play, Muslims. Fair play. So I thought I would experience Ramadan for a day. I'm not religious in any way, so the 5 prayers I'll be replacing with meditation. I just think that it would be an enlightening experience for me to not fast for myself, but fasting so I can better understand what over 1 billion people experience for a month across the world. I'm all about embracing other people's cultures and acceptance for other people's cultures on my channel. So here we are. Let's not get that bread. No bread. Sun's up. Definitely no bread. So in this video I'm going to be showing you guys a day experiencing Ramadan, minus the whole religious aspect of it. Cool. Let's go. It's just I'll do an edgy transition.
What's up? It's super late. I'm like awake because I'm trying to get a lot of water in my system to prepare for the Ramadan tomorrow. I say a lot of water, it's like a litre, which probably isn't going to be enough, but I've just had a bowl of cereal and it's weird to be like eating cereal at 2 AM, but I'm gonna head to sleep now and we're gonna see how my Ramadan fast goes. Lots of love. So I just woke up and it's time to get my Ramadan on. I'm feeling weird right now because every single morning the first thing I do is eat chocolate, which sounds like a joke but it's not. So like I have chocolate in my bedside table that I eat as soon as I wake up. I need my daily dose of Whisper. Ramadan's really doing me a solid here because it's already improving my overall health by preventing me from eating chocolate at 8:30 in the morning. I'm filming 3 videos today, so it's going to be pretty full on. So it's going to be an interesting one for sure to see how I get on with that, especially because obviously a lot of people right now who are fasting for Ramadan are doing their exams. Shout out my GCSE and A-level lot, you'll be fine. It's going to be interesting to see how and if it affects me physically while I try and get on with the things that I've got to do today. Because I think a big part of Ramadan is not complaining about Ramadan. That's probably going to be the most difficult bit, because above everything else, I'm an expert in complaining. I'm not a negative person. It's just a lot of my humour, it's very cynical. My humour's very dark and I swear a lot. Swear like a sailor. We're not supposed to be doing those things during Ramadan. So if we take away complaining and swearing, I've lost 2 of my most crucial personality traits. It's going well. Guess we're optimists today. Guess we're happy. It's 11 o'clock and I've just had my first tummy rumble. I found a little cheeky Ramadan hack. A little fun, little fruity fresh Ramadan hack. This is a retainer. I used to wear braces, so I have a retainer so my teeth don't move. When I put in this retainer, not only can I not really talk very well, it's uncomfortable and it covers the whole roof of my mouth. So the idea of eating is just not gonna work. So if I get any, you know, little sinful, cheeky little thoughts to eat, nay nay, the retainer's here to save the day. Hey, I put makeup on and I look like John Travolta. I'm gonna go play Overwatch because I got ranking games to play. Okay, bye. I'm just really tired basically, and I kind of figured that if I play a game it'll kill more time off and I won't be thinking about being hungry and stuff. Current update on the situation. We're just dropping off some stuff to Oxfam. I tidied my room today. I found a bunch of stuff, so just dropping that off at the old Oxfam. The old charity shop in the spirit of Ramadan. It's a wild day. I'm feeling quite thirsty. So currently doing groceries. Don't go food shopping when you're hungry. At this point, anything with a sugar content is going in my basket, mate. So if you would like to help a sister out, just give this video a cheeky thumbs up. So we just got back from the shops and everyone's eating the food that I just bought that I can't eat. If anyone's asking how I'm feeling emotionally, I'm fine. I'm gonna have a nap because I'm very tired. I have a huge headache. I think a big part of that is because I didn't drink as much as I should have before I went to sleep, which meant that, like, obviously I woke up needing to drink and then couldn't. I've been learning today that people break their fast and have like a bit of food, like a small snack, then they go and do their prayer. And because obviously a Muslim prayer, a lot of it is, you know, a lot of kneeling, bending over, a lot of movement. You don't want to be eating a big meal. If you haven't eaten in 15 hours and you suddenly scoff down 3 chicken breasts, 4 portions of rice and an entire chocolate gâteau, then you got to bend over and whatnot. It's not going to be great. You're going to have to wash your prayer mat because there's going to be a bit of vomit on there, like a little. But I'm gonna go to sleep for a little bit, just a little nap to help replenish my energy levels, and also to time travel, you know, to a time period that is closer to one that I can eat in. I love sleep. Good night, gang. I will see you in like an hour probably. It's about 6 o'clock I think, so it means I've been fasting for a long time. I can't even maths right now. Who knew I could get worse at maths? Took my makeup off, got into my PJs and started working. So I've done some filming and I'm about to do some editing. So the sun is starting to set now. I think I've got maybe like 40 minutes before it disappears. But I've not actually been that hungry today, which is odd. I think I've only had like 2 tummy rumbles. And I think it's because I've been pretty busy. I've kept myself really active. I've not really been thinking about it too much. Which is odd because usually I wouldn't last like a couple of hours on a fast, but I don't know whether it's because you're trying to stay away from negativity and you're trying to think about it in a more empathetic kind of way, but I feel really positive. I feel kind of, I mean, I look awful, but like I feel pretty strong in spirit and in mind. I do have a bit of a headache, like I said, but that was my own fault for not drinking enough earlier. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty funky fresh. But yeah, I'm just gonna crack on with editing until the sun goes down in about 40 minutes, considering it is 8:10. I feel like I should be able to ask you guys how your Ramadan is going, but it's not a live stream. You can't instant reply. Let me know in the comments down below how your Ramadan is going. Let's just have a little Ramadan conflab. Ramacon, you know, like like VidCon, but for Ramadan. It's Ramacon. Instead of people like Jake Paul and Tana Mongoose, we're gonna have imams. It's just the key speakers. It's just the imams. That's all it is. Legends. I will consult with you all once the sun has gone down. Okay, see you there. So I went to the window to try and show you all the sun going down, but then I remembered if I show you outside my window, some weird people will find it on Google Maps, and I don't want weirdos outside my house. Not that you're weirdos, but you're weirdos. The sun is down, let's eat some grapes. That wasn't a good grape. We're gonna eat some grapes and then we're gonna do some spiritual sitting self-evaluation with Johnny Gonzalez.
Oi, get meditating.
I think the video I started the Brent Rivera video with, and then one of your friends who's not in picked up.
Let's eat some pizza! Hello everyone! The sun has gone down, it is now dark. I'm drinking some water, I'm getting the fluids back up and running. Yeah, I feel pretty good, guys. I mean, I wasn't as exhausted as I thought I would be, if that makes sense. Like, I don't feel as negative as I have done in the past with fasts. I'm gonna put some goodness with some hardcore smoothies back into my body. I'm going to then eat a lot of carbohydrates and hopefully we're gonna be good. My baby. This is not exactly the healthy Ramadan break and treat that a lot of people have, but I don't care about my body, clearly. I want to fill it with saturated fat. Now there we are.
I feel like this experience has taught me a lot. Regardless of the religious aspect, I feel that Ramadan teaches people that ignorance is not an excuse for apathy. We should all be proactive in recognizing the struggles and plights of those that are less fortunate than us. I have a lot more respect and appreciation for the dedication that people have during Ramadan to fasting, because I now understand that it's not about their individual struggles or how hard they find it, you know, fasting, working under the sun. It's about what you learn through that struggle, as in what feeling thirsty and tired teaches you about other people and about yourself. Because what you gain from the feelings of hunger and thirst or exhaustion that you may have is worth so much more than just, you know, sipping some water to temporarily satisfy that thirst. I can see how that would bring you closer to God, and I can see why Ramadan is so important to Muslims, because it teaches you a lot about yourself, a lot about other people. Not to mention, let's have a shout out for self-control, because there were several times I was very tempted, but it does show you that you can resist temptation. I want to just give a really quick thank you to all the Muslims who very kindly shared their personal opinions in what Ramadan means to them, because it gave me a much better insight into this whole process. And I just want to say I wish you all the best of luck with the continuation of Ramadan, because, you know, it's not easy, but you get on with it seamlessly. So shout out all the Muslims, essentially. That's what this video is. This has been a wonderful experience for me, and I hope this has been enlightening for any non-Muslims that are watching this, to show you kind of what your Muslim neighbours are getting up to during this month, and so that you can be more aware, you know, of their struggles. What I've learned also through talking to people who are currently celebrating Ramadan, don't be afraid to ask questions if you're curious. I have not met a single person who has been offended by me being curious about their religion, because asking removes ignorance, and once you get rid of the ignorance, we can all just get along so much better. To all my non-Muslims, you know, just be respectful to your friendly neighbourhood Muslims during this time. Don't go downing a litre of water in front of them. Don't shove a chocolate gatto in your mouth. It's disrespectful, bro. Don't be that guy. That's all I'm saying. Don't be that guy. Before I end the video, I want to give a massive shout out to my patrons. All of the people you see on screen right now support me on Patreon, and honestly, I couldn't really survive massively without them. So, thank you, because, you know, YouTube's been doing me dirty on the views lately. I'm not hurt at all. It's fine. I want to give a special shout out to Josh Vidler, who has been the highest supporter on my Patreon for 2 months. 2 whole months. I've had the pleasure of having a lot of conversations with you, and you're generally just a lovely guy. So thank you very much for that. If you like this video, give it a cheeky little thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. It's a free world. You do you, boo. And I'll see you next week with another video on Saturday. That's right, I have an upload schedule now. I upload on Saturdays. I'm just a professional YouTuber, just minding my business, you know? See how unproblematic and easy life is when you're not a beauty YouTuber? Bye!